Let's get this started. Hello, everybody. I am Bryce, or Warren Racing, and this is my Q&A. First question: who's your favorite follower? Well, I really don't have a favorite follower. I mean, I'd probably say like someone in my family or something. Yeah. How did you first get into racing? So one day, me and my grandfather just kind of went to a track, a karting track, and I did pretty well at it. And ever since then, I really just started trying to get further and further into racing and video games I always grew up on. Why do you like men? Gas or electric? In cars, definitely gas. In karts, it's kind of a toss-up. Recently, it's been more so gas because my luck with electric karts is not that great. However, I do like the instant torque and horsepower from them. Racing line and braking points at K1 Arlington. Well, that's really hard to say because the breaking point, there's really only one really big breaking point that matters and can change your entire lap, but it also depends on your kart. If it's like got really good brakes and you want to brake late and then kind of coast and you get a perfect turn, but if it gets bad brakes, then you're kind of out of luck because you might spin from a lock. Talk about the best battle you've had while karting. Well, at K1 State, me and my friend Tyler, we were racing around at the final lap and we were side by side the entire time. And I won, of course, even though that might not be his end of the story, but he'll still say I won. What series do you want to race in and how do you want to get there? Well, I want to race in really any GT series or maybe IMSA. How do I want to get there? Well, really just going up the ranks like through Formula Miata and all of that, and maybe some of the Formula Cars series as well. It won't be easy, but I'll get there. Can you marry me? The origin of the Paddock crew. Really, I don't know how we all met. Well, I met Tyler a long time ago. I don't know how I met Caden. But we became the Paddock crew whenever we decided that we were going to start a podcast eventually, which we still need to do. And then we were just thinking of silly names, and we all just came up with the Paddock crew. Just us three. Yeah, I'm not reading this one for YouTube. Shout out my account, bro. I'm assuming this is you, Tyler. 6G Racing. So go follow 6GR Motorsport on Instagram. I'll have his ad up on the screen by now. So, how do I get into racing? Best way to get into racing is probably an esports league on like some sort of sim racing. Also go to a rental kart track near you, and just try your best, man. It takes a lot of practice to get good at racing, though. That's what a lot of people don't understand. What made you want to start racing? So, my grandfather always loved playing Gran Turismo with me, and he would always beat me. So I would start studying on how to beat him, like on how to take a line better and stuff, and breaking points. And ever since then, I just got better, and it's kind of where I started. How hard was it to get to where you are now? Very difficult. It's not easy to get where I'm at. Do you like guys? Why are you so hot? Well, I go to the gym like 3-4 times a week, and on times I can't go to the gym, like I have something come up, I work out before bed. I don't know if I'm including that in the video. Why is Instagram your main platform that you got attached to? Well, really no other platforms took off as well as Instagram did. Very first video on TikTok got 3 views. Very first video on Instagram got like 400 views. Then my second one got 1,300, and then one of my videos got like 100,000 views, and I was so stoked. Why pick something that's so dangerous as some people may say? Well, I mean, I didn't really pick it. I would love to say that the sport picked me, even though that may not be true, but this sport is really special to me, and I really don't worry about the dangers because if it happens, then it's meant to happen. No. Will you follow me back? I don't know who you are, respectfully. Maybe, if you DM me. We'll see. What would your advice be to smaller creators that want to dream big and get a position like you? So, my best advice is post consistently and daily if you want to be a content creator as well. Maybe not daily, but if you have an upload schedule, it'll really help you in the long run, and people will know when to look for your videos if they really enjoy you. And also, racing wise, just study, find friends that will help you, and be humble whenever you're starting out. How'd you get into racing? Man, I feel like I just answered that question. Favorite cars. My favorite car to drive is the Audi R8 V10 Plus. It's just got amazing brakes is my favorite thing on it. And it's got great traction as well. Track beast. Favorite car that I've never driven. I don't know, I have a lot, but probably the BMW M4 GT3. Just because that's like the dream. And also my initials are BMW as well. Favorite drivers. Definitely Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. What's your end goal for racing and where do you want to end up? I want to end up having racing as my full-time job. That's the end goal. Will you take me and Ashlyn on a ride in your race car? Absolutely. Where do babies come from? No. Ask your parents. Since you're at 10K, we need to stream long 1v1 on Watkins Glen. I agree, Tyler. How long have you been racing? Well, I've been sim racing kind of, simcade, playing racing games for about 7 years, and racing for about 4 or 5. What's your favorite car that you've driven? Audi R8 V10 Plus. Who or what inspired you to race? Lewis Hamilton. Why racing? Just because it speaks to me. It's what I'm good at. I was never really good at the other sports. Favorite race? I've had many, but my favorite is probably the K1 State race at Austin with Tyler, because I went from last all the way to third, so that was pretty impressive feat for myself. It was probably the best performance I've done. Favorite racer? Said earlier, Daniel Ricciardo or Lewis Hamilton. Favorite racing memory? Driving my first actual car on track, which was a Ferrari. Wait, was it the Mercedes or Ferrari? It was one or the other. It was a Ferrari 458 Italia and a Mercedes AMG GTR. That was my favorite memory I have right now. What's your favorite thing to race? Cars. I like cars. Where do you race and what track is your favorite to run on? Well, favorite track is to run on is the Las Vegas Street Circuit. That's my favorite. And where do I race? Changes. It really does. I'm an independent racer, so that's how it is. Are you gay? No. I'm not gay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If your question wasn't answered, I did film it, I promise, but something happened with the footage and I lost about 3 to 4 minutes of it. So I'm very sorry for that, but be sure to go follow the Twitch because I really think that's how you get to know me better. And I hope you learned more about me and got to know me better through this video. That's really why I made it, so thank you everybody for making that happen. Now I hope you all have a great day.
And I'm out. Peace.